I'm the mayor of New York now, and you all will get rent-free buses!
South Park has just praised NYC's new mayor and destroyed the White House in shocking episode.
South Park sucks now? Yeah, everyone knows it. South Park sucks now. And it's because of all this political shit.
South Park just did the unthinkable. They praised a politician while burning the White House to ashes. In one jaw-dropping episode, the show crowned New York City's new mayor as a hero and turned Washington into a madhouse of greed, chaos, and self-destruction. It's brutal, it's fearless, and it might be the most politically explosive thing South Park has ever done.
This is Fox News!
The episode opens in pure chaos. The White House on fire, Fox News anchors screaming about record voter turnout in New York, and panicked officials sprinting through smoke. It's loud, it's deranged, it's South Park at full power. Then Stan freezes mid-scene and says, "Wait, did South Park just praise a mayor?" That line hits like a brick. Because for once, the joke isn't cruelty, it's change.
I know it's tough, but you gotta understand that drastic times call for drastic measures.
This new mayor isn't some bland bureaucrat. He's drawn as a street-level rebel, a slap at greed, corruption, and the billionaire elite choking the country. It's a cartoon mirror of Zohran Mamdani, the democratic socialist who just shook up New York politics. And guiding him? None other than cartoon Bernie Sanders, back as a mentor and moral compass.
Just hate that our family is living in a motel. It's really embarrassing.
Their scenes are chaos and clarity rolled into one. Debates about rent, fairness, and what real leadership means while the world burns behind them. It's still satire, but you can feel the writers actually mean it this time.
Thank you to those so often forgotten by the politics of our city who made this movement their own.
The show keeps sliding between real headlines and absurd anarchy. They parody Bernie's actual message. Democracy only works when people stop giving up. Animated New Yorkers flood the streets, chanting and voting like it's a second revolution.
Turnout in New York is going to be the highest since 1969.
It's exaggerated, sure, but it's built on real data. NYC just saw its highest turnout since 1969. South Park twists that stat into a punchline with teeth. People are waking up.
So now I want you to hear from someone who is the highest authority on biblical prophecies.
Bernie's cartoon version becomes part Jedi, part grumpy uncle. He walks around teaching kids, fix potholes before you fix capitalism. It's ridiculous and profound. That one line captures the whole theme. Earn trust by doing your job. It's exactly what real Bernie said about being mayor. Government starts with working plows, not speeches. South Park turns that lesson into a running moral. Progress isn't about hashtags. It's about work.
I've tried to find work, but there's just not a lot out there. And with the government shutdown, I can't get my job back with the USGS.
Meanwhile, you could see a fake working people party to troll billionaires, chanting absurd slogans like "tax the clouds." The rallies are nonsense, but the message hits hard. Activism has become performance art. South Park laughs at everyone: the greedy elite, the clueless left, and the social media revolutionaries who treat justice like a brand deal.
Who refused to accept that the promise of a better future was a relic of the past.
But the soul of the episode is Mayor Monotony. His name's a joke, but his platform isn't. Make rent affordable again. That's it. One issue that cuts deeper than any speech. In the show, he becomes a folk hero. Crowds chant his name. Wall Street rats literally explode. And working-class families finally get screen time. South Park turns him into a cartoon rebellion, a weapon against greed disguised as comedy.
Ever since I tore down the East Wing, there's this thing that keeps appearing.
What kind of thing?
Sometimes I see it in a mirror.
South Park turns the White House into a circus of vanity. Politicians measuring approval ratings like influencers tracking likes. The Secretary of Defense is more concerned about his follower count than foreign policy, and the Chief of Staff spends half the episode trying to rebrand corruption as transparency. Every frame drips with mockery. The message isn't subtle. The people in power aren't evil. They're just lost in their own reflection.
We know you are sad. We know you are lonely. But we must ask you to leave our president alone.
And while the country burns, they're arguing over the haunted figure in the White House. That's how South Park destroys the White House. not with explosions, but with truth. By showing that the people running the system aren't plotting, they're procrastinating. It's the most brutal satire possible. A government so self-absorbed, it forgets to govern.
Okay, so then over here is where you're gonna have the big golden pillars that you guys wanted.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
Okay, and then right over here is where we're gonna put your dance floor.
That's the real punch of this episode. Under the glitter and gore, it's painfully true. The rich keep getting richer, the system keeps rotting, and most people have stopped believing their voices matter. South Park hides that reality inside jokes, because the truth alone would sting too hard. Beneath every laugh, there's data, inequality off the charts, apathy at record highs, and one cartoon daring to scream about it. Then you could see Washington, and the madness ignites. Inside the White House, President is losing his mind. The Trump parody sprints through marble halls while billionaire donors whisper orders like stock market demons. Gold toilets, self-portraits, loyalty oaths on napkins. It's political horror wrapped in slapstick.
I am Stephen Miller, Senior Advisor to the President for Immigration and Domestic Policy.
Every official looks like a toddler in a suit, trading nukes for social media clout. One scene has them spinning a TikTok challenge wheel to decide policy. The Secretary of Defense dances. The Secretary of State cries on livestream. And yes, it's funny until it isn't.
Trump is dating Satan, who is now pregnant with Trump's demonic butt baby. But Vice President J.D. Vance is conspiring with noted Antichrist enthusiast Peter Thiel.
South Park doesn't spare anyone. Republicans hoard money like dragons. Democrats hoard slogans like collectibles. Both sides get torched. The message slices through the chaos. You can't fix a broken system from inside the circus tent. The White House isn't evil, it's empty. Power without purpose. And by comparing that hollow circus to New York's grounded local politics, the show lands its hardest punch. Real change starts at the bottom, not the throne. The episode then explodes into a meta-montage linking Season 27's corporate takedowns with Season 28's full-scale rebellion. In seconds, the Pentagon becomes a Starbucks, soldiers now serving caramel macchiatos instead of commands. The Federal Reserve prints NFTs, not money. Jerome Powell pops up as a hologram yelling, "It's an investment, bro!" And the CDC holds a meeting in Chuck E. Cheese. Because the Wi-Fi's better. It's lunacy, and yet somehow too believable.
This used to be a great town before all the politics came and ruined it all. Get in on our crypto meme coin with this incredible pre-sale offer.
That's the new era of South Park. Not just mocking culture wars, but economic wars. The billionaires, the bureaucrats, the AI moguls. No one's safe. Praising the New York mayor isn't random. It's rebellion. The writers are screaming through satire. If the powerful won't fix things, maybe the people will. Then comes the ending nobody expected. The White House, bloated with ego and gold-plated arrogance, literally sinks into a swamp made of billionaires' tears and broken campaign promises. The final shot? A hand clutching a phone still tweeting. Everything's fine. The empire of greed drowns itself, and it's the funniest apocalypse ever animated. Cut to South Park, pure celebration. The townspeople throw a parade for Mayor Monotony, waving banners that say, "Affordable rent, baby," and "Make potholes great again." Fireworks blast, brass bands play, and for once, everyone's smiling. Stan looks around, baffled. Wait, is South Park actually rooting for someone? Kyle smirks. Maybe democracy just got funny again. Then a fake campaign ad rolls, paid for by the working class of South Park. It's cheesy, it's brilliant, and it lands harder than any real political speech this decade.
I think Monotony has done an extraordinary job in mobilizing people at the grassroots level and exciting people.
But beneath the absurdity lies something rare. Sincerity. South Park isn't just mocking politicians anymore. It's acknowledging a movement. The praise for Mamdani, the resurrection of Bernie, the destruction of the White House. It's all a giant metaphor for a system cracking under its own greed. The show's message is crystal. Real power doesn't sit in DC palaces. It lives in the streets, in voters, in people tired of being ignored. The final montage drives it home. Protesters march, billionaires flee, ordinary citizens finally care again. Then the narrator drops the last gut punch. When satire starts sounding like truth, that's when the system should start worrying. Chills. Because when a cartoon starts holding the government more accountable than real journalists, that's not just entertainment. That's a mirror.
We have to unlock the secrets he holds, no matter what it takes.
And that's what makes this episode historic. It's not just another South Park roast, it's a cultural earthquake. The show that mocked everything is now daring to believe in something. Justice, accountability, maybe even hope. Whether you love South Park or hate politics, this episode forces one question. Who actually runs America? The people or the punchline? Because if a cartoon can burn down the White House and praise a mayor in the same breath, maybe satire isn't satire anymore. Maybe it's a prophecy.